This is Chris with Eagles. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris with Eagles, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my AEW Dynamite May 4th, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. And we kick off the show with the first match of the night. It was Jeff Hardy with Matt Hardy at ringside versus Bobby Fish with Kyle O'Reilly at ringside, and Adam Cole was on commentary for this match. Pretty good match between Jeff and Bobby Fish. This match was a qualifying match winner. This match qualifies into the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So yeah, that's what the winner gets out of this match. But yeah, it was a pretty good match, like I said. Bobby Fish was doing good at the ending of the match, but at the end, we seen Jeff Hardy hit the Whisper in the Wind onto Bobby Fish. He didn't do nothing wrong with it, but Fish, I guess, he got in the wrong position, and Jeff came down to the back of his head. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then he climbed at the top turnbuckle, and then hits the Swanton Bomb onto Bobby Fish, and then pinned him for the 3 count. So yeah, Jeff Hardy defeated Bobby Fish tonight in the one-on-one match. So yeah, he qualifies into the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after the match ended, we seen the Young Bucks come out and they get face to face with the Hardy Boys, but then they went to go check on Bobby Fish. So yeah, it looks like in the future we'll be seeing the Hardys versus the Young Bucks again very soon. So yeah, but for that match between Bobby Fish and Jeff Hardy, I'll give it 2 stars as well. Give it a pretty good match to kick off Dynamite though. But next we're going to be seeing the 6-man tag team match. It'll be the Blackpool Combat Club versus Angelico and the Butcher and the Blade up next on Dynamite. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Dynamite, it was the 6-man tag team match. It was Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta, the Blackpool Combat Club. William Regal was at commentary for this match, and they was taking on the team of the Butcher and the Blade and Angelico in a 6-man tag team match. Now, Jon Moxley was coming out for this match and everything, going through the crowd and all that, but then the Butcher and the Blade and all them started attacking Jon Moxley, and then we get the match underway. It was a pretty good match. At one point, Bryan Danielson and Angelico was a legal man in this match, but at the ending, we seen Danielson kicking Angelico in the face, and then everybody else started getting in the ring. And then Moxley and Wheeler Yuta started laying in elbows on the Butcher and the Blade. And then after that, Bryan Danielson locked on the triangle chokehold onto Angelico while flexing and everything. And then Moxley locked on a sleeper hold onto the Blade. And then I guess Wheeler Yuta was trying to get the Butcher back into the ring, but he was getting out the ring, so he don't know what happened there. But Angelico then passed out, and the Blackpool Combat Club won. So yeah, it was an okay match. I'll give that match 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But pretty good match. Hopefully soon they actually face against some good opponents in 6-man tag team matches soon. So yeah, to get brought up bigger. So yep, that's what happened there. But up next we're gonna be seeing Wardlow versus one of MJF's mystery opponents up next on Dynamite. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. And backstage, we seen Jurassic Express talking to Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. And they said before they give him a tag team title match, Jungle Boy wants a FTW championship match next week. And they agree, and that's going to be the match happening next week. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Dynamite. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a one-on-one match. It was Wardlow versus one of MJF's mystery opponents. So yeah, Wardlow comes out. He comes walking through the parking lot in handcuffs and everything with the security guard. So yeah, he gets into the ring, and then MJF and Shawn Spears comes out, and MJF was like, "Whoa, you can't beat this man, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that." And it was W. Morrissey. So yeah, W. Morrissey makes his AEW Dynamite debut. If you don't know who he is, he was Big Cass in WWE. So yeah, he makes his debut on AEW Dynamite. He started getting well known and stuff, a little bit more better again, in Impact. So yeah, but yep, he comes up, makes his debut in the ring on Dynamite, and it was an okay match between these two guys. At one point, we seen both of them on the top turnbuckle. Wardlow knocks him off the top turnbuckle and then jumps off with a moonsault onto W. Morrissey while he was standing on his feet. So yeah, that was pretty nice right there. And then he picks him up and then hits the power bomb onto Morrissey and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Wardlow defeated W. Morrissey tonight in the one-on-one match. But then after the match ended, the security guards was trying to come in the ring, trying to handcuff Wardlow to get him out, but then Wardlow starts attacking all the security guards, and the MJF and Shawn Spears quickly comes back out, and then starts telling a bunch of other security guards to get in the ring and get Wardlow, and then Wardlow starts beating down all those security guards, and then at one point he power bombs one of them onto a bunch of them outside of the ring, laying all of them out, and then Wardlow grabs the mic and he says he wants a match against MJF, and he wants to be released from his contract from him, and the MJF said, okay, I'll give you the match, but this is going to be underneath some conditions. And he said he'll get Wardlow to sign a contract next week, but it's going to be, of course, underneath some conditions, like he said, and it will be happening next week on Dynamite. So yeah, that's what MJF said. So yeah, the contract signing between MJF and Wardlow will be happening next week on Dynamite. So yeah, that's what happened there. But for the match and everything, I'll give it 1.5 stars as well. It was an okay match between the two. It was pretty cool to see Wardlow hit moonsault. So yeah, that was cool enough right there. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then backstage, we seen Ruby Soho, Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, and Britt Baker. They was all getting interviewed by Tony Schiavone. Britt Baker, of course, talking crap to Soho and Storm. And then Ruby grabs the mic and she says, well, Jamie, you're going to be taking on Tony Storm, so yeah, payback's going to be a bitch right there. And then I'll eventually get you as well, Britt Baker. So yeah, that's what happened backstage. But yeah, okay stuff right there. But yep, that's what happened there. But next, we're going to be seeing the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Hangman Adam Page. Up next on Dynamite, this is going to be his return after 2 weeks off Dynamite because he was on last week's episode because of COVID. So yeah, he'll be up next on Dynamite. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we've seen the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Hangman Adam Page. He comes out to the ring because Tony Schiavone is going to be interviewing him inside the ring. Oh yeah, and they just said some news that AEW Rampage will be airing at 5:30 this Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing my review on that after SmackDown, like I always do. So yeah, but yeah, we get to Hangman Adam Page. He was not on Dynamite last week because due to COVID and all that. So yeah, he's back on Dynamite tonight, and he was sending a message out to CM Punk. He said, "I know CM Punk ain't here tonight." Because Punk ain't. He said, I think he's already going to go film a movie or whatever. But just know that I'm not going to go to Double or Nothing and shake hands with them. Nah, I want to go destroy CM Punk. Adam Page, of course he's not a heel, but it looks like he's going to be playing the role as a heel going into this match with CM Punk. Like, Punk will be playing the babyface role, and Hangman will be playing more of the heel character. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's going to be going towards into Double or Nothing, it looks like. So yeah, Page, of course, was talking crap about Punk, talking about he's going to destroy him, beat the hell out of him, and all that, and how he's going to retain the world title. But then he looks at one of the fans in the crowd. He said, I see that you got CM Punk shirt on, but don't be so disappointed where I beat Punk at Double or Nothing, because either you're going to want a refund for that shirt or you're going to want to burn that shirt. So yeah, that's what Page said, and he pretty much sent out a message to Punk saying how he's going to beat his ass and all that. So yep, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment by Hangman Adam Page, but yeah, that's what happened there. But then backstage we see Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. They was talking Dutt was talking about how one of the performers or whatever from New Japan will be performing on Rampage this Friday. So yeah, that's what he was saying, and pretty much how the spotlight needs to be more pointed towards Jay Lethal and stuff. So yeah, that's what Dutt said. But up next, we're going to be seeing Santana versus Chris Jericho 1-on-1 up next on Dynamite. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite, it was a one-on-one match. It was Chris Jericho with the rest of the Jericho Appreciation Society at ringside versus Santana with Ortiz at ringside. So yeah, Santana versus Jericho one-on-one. It was a pretty good match between the two. At one point, it looked like Santana was going to win this match, where he hit the discus clothesline to Jericho. Jericho barely kicking out too. We've seen Angelo having a baseball bat about to hit Santana, but then Ortiz comes up and saves him, starts beating down Angelo and the rest of JES outside the ring. And then Jake Hager gets on the ring apron. Santana knocks him off the apron. But then the referee was distracted, and Jericho then hits the low blow onto Santana, and then hits the Judas effect onto Santana, and then pins up for the 3 count. So yeah, Chris Jericho defeated Santana tonight in the one-on-one match. That's what happened. And then, of course, after the match ended, we seen the Jericho Appreciation Society attacking and beating down Santana and Ortiz tonight in the middle of the ring. Eddie Kingston's not there because he got hit in the face with a fireball last week on Dynamite, so yeah, that's why he ain't there. But yep, that's what happened there. Pretty good match between Jericho and Santana. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Pretty good match. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing Rey Fenix versus Dante Martin 1-on-1 up next in a qualifying match. Winner of that match qualifies into the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. That's going to be the match happening up next on Dynamite. But at one point, we actually did get a video package with Samoa Joe talking backstage, and he said he's going to go after Jay Lethal this Friday on Rampage. So yeah, that's what he said he's going to be doing on Rampage. So yep, see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was another segment. Now we was going to get into Rey Fenix versus Dante Martin match, but it looks like that match will be happening up next. But we got to talk about the Varsity Blondes. So yeah, it was Brian Pillman Jr., Griff Garrison, and Julia Hart, the Varsity Blondes. There was this other ring. Brian Pillman Jr. was talking about how he had to get something off his chest since, for a few months now. And, he was talking a lot about how his whole life was getting corrupted and all that because of the House of Black. So yeah, he was calling out the House of Black, and they came out, and, of course, they started attacking the Varsity Blondes, beating them down and stuff. There was one moment where it was pretty cool, too, where Buddy Matthews actually picked up Brian Pillman Jr. Griff Garrison was still standing up in the corner. At one point, he used Brian Pillman Jr. as a lawn dart at one point into Griff Garrison, which was pretty cool. He had him up on his shoulders, like in the power slam position, and he drove him right into Griff Garrison's stomach in the corner, which was pretty cool. And then, Brody King hits that cannonball into Griff Garrison, which was gruesome as well. And then Malachi Black goes up to Julia Hart face to face, pretty much. And then Brody King comes up, gives her a steel chair, and it looks like she was going to hit Griff Garrison with that steel chair. It looked like she was going to turn on Griff Garrison, but then she was shaking everything, didn't want to do it pretty much. And then Malachi Black grabs the steel chair out of her hands, tosses it down, starts fussing her out as well. And then Death Triangle comes out and saves her. So yeah, that's what happened there. And at one point, Malachi Black did actually tore off the eye patch, but she was covering up her eye and all that. So yeah, that's what happened there. But next, we'll be seeing Rey Fenix versus Dante Martin up next on Dynamite. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, it was a one-on-one match. It was Rey Fenix versus Dante Martin in the qualifying match. Winner of this match qualifies into the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And so yeah, that's what this match is about. And before I talk about this match, we actually seen Jade Cargill and the Baddies backstage, and they was talking about how Red Velvet will win the Owen Hart Foundation tournament and be a champion just like Jade. So yeah, that's what she said. And then actually we get another segment with Darby Allin and Sting, and Darby Allin, he'll be facing against Jeff Hardy in the first round. And he was talking about how he's going to beat Jeff Hardy and win the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So yeah, that's what he said as well. But yep, we get into this match. It was a pretty good match, as you can expect. Two high flyers going at it. There was one cool moment where the fans actually stood up on their feet with this cool moment where we seen Dante and Rey Fenix on the top turnbuckle. Both of them jumps off at the same time, hitting the backflip and lands on their feet, which was a pretty cool moment. But then, of course, at the ending of this match, we see Rey Fenix hitting his finish move, which was like a driver onto, I don't know what you call it, but it was like a power driver type of move onto Dante Martin, and he pins over the 3 count. So yeah, Rey Fenix defeated Dante Martin tonight in the one-on-one match. He has qualified into the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. That's what happened. Pretty good match, though. If you ever go check it out, I'll give that match 2.5 stars as well. I'll give it a pretty good match between Rey Fenix and Dante Martin. But yep, that's what happened there. But next, we're going to be seeing a one-on-one match, which will be the main event. I think it'll be Deonna Purrazzo versus Mercedes Martinez up next for the ROH Women's Championship. I think that match is actually happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next episode on Dynamite. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite. Now, before I talk about the main event, we got to talk about the AEW Women's World Champion, Thunder Rosa. She came out and she pretty much called out the number 1 contenders for the AEW Women's Championship, Serena Deeb. They get face to face, and they was talking about how they're going to become the best wrestler and become the AEW Women's World Champion. That's what both of them were saying. And then Serena Deeb was talking about how she's going to make sure that Thunder Rosa has the shortest reign as AEW Women's Champion. So yeah, that's what she said. But yep, that's what happened there. And then we get to the main event for tonight. It was Mercedes Martinez versus Deonna Purrazzo one-on-one for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. So yeah, that was the main event. It was a pretty good match. If you have go check it out. I'll give this match 2 stars. At the ending of this match, we've seen Mercedes lock on that Dragon Sleeper, making Deonna Purrazzo tap out. And yeah, Mercedes Martinez is the undisputed Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. That's what happened. Pretty good match, though. Like I said, 2 stars as well. I'll give that match. Be a pretty good main event. But for tonight's AEW Dynamite, I'll give it 7 stars as well. It was an okay show. I don't think it was better than last week's show. The main event was alright between Deonna Purrazzo and Mercedes Martinez. Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish was okay as well. Rey Fenix versus Dante Martin was a pretty good match. I think that match was probably match of the night, if I'm not mistaken. Chris Jericho versus Santana was alright as well. And Wardlow versus Morrissey was alright as well. So yeah, there was some okay matches. But yeah, like I said, match of the night, I'll say it was Rey Fenix versus Dante Martin. So yeah, match was pretty good. But yeah, that's been my AEW Dynamite May 4th, 2022 reviews. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for this Friday's AEW Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown reviews this Friday. So yeah, see you guys later until then.